All right. Good morning, everybody. Couple hours till that new Pacific Warzone drops, and we're just gonna have a few breakdowns before we get into it. It will be going live in about 2 hours my time, which is 9 Pacific, 9 a.m. Um, and that's for whoever bought Vanguard, of course. So we'll kind of go over that right now too. Let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, launch week, season one for Pacific Warzone. Some of the dates. So let's see here. December 6th already came around. Last hours of Verdansk limited time mode. If you didn't get to play that, it was a pretty fun game mode, kind of like Resurgence, where when you got the kill, everybody would drop in afterwards. So it was kind of a hectic game mode and stuff like that. Had an alarm going off. That's always fun. Let me turn the rest off. I'll probably need that one. December 7th, which was yesterday. So they cut the servers down at 9 p.m. I happened to get my game in, my last Verdansk game that I know of. I got that in at around 9 o'clock, and we probably finished at like 9:10, and we actually got the win, and that was for the calling card and everything you needed to get that achievement or unlock anything you needed to unlock with that limited time game mode. I was able to do that on my last game of Verdansk, so that was pretty special. I was doing it with Astro Boy the Hero and KevDog TV. It was awesome. I'm sure they got a clip of it. I wasn't streaming for it, unfortunately, but I will be streaming tons of content this year with Call of Duty Pacific. So, December 8th, here we are today. Servers come back up at 9 a.m. Pacific time. I believe that's 12 Eastern. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be fun. I'll play a little bit of it. I have to work midday, and then afterwards, later day, I will be getting back on it to drop you guys some better content and some new content on the new Pacific. And then December 9th, it does become available at 9 a.m. Pacific time for everybody worldwide, and it is free. So make sure you tune into your app store or your whatever store you need to go to go get this game because it's going to be fun. Everybody's going to have a blast. Let's get into some drama now. As far as the anti-cheat goes, we were told that it was going to be released. The Ricochet anti-cheat was going to be released day one of the drop of the new Pacific Warzone in December, which I believe it was originally for December 3rd it was supposed to come out, but it ended up coming out December 8th today, obviously. I think we were going to get it. Whoever purchased Vanguard early was going to get it December 2nd. I could be a day off or so, so don't quote me on that. Um, but basically, we have a reliable source here in Modern Warzone. I will throw the tweet up in the video so you guys can see it, but I'll be reading it off my phone so that way I can explain it to you guys. But they went ahead and said the kernel level driver for Ricochet anti-cheat will not be live for launch of Warzone Pacific for the majority of the world. Initial rollout will begin first within the Asia Pacific region before expanding worldwide. Activision hasn't given a timeable for that expansion. Um, Basically, we don't know when we're getting the anti-cheat here in the US, or any other region that you guys come from, or what country, whatever the case may be, state, I don't know. Um, we won't be seeing the anti-cheat, at least not day one, or probably day two or three. But it's totally fine. I'm gonna try to enjoy the game for what it is. Call of Duty also put out a tweet. The thing that kind of sits wrong with me in this one is that Call of Duty did put out a tweet. Well, I mean, we all remember them promoting the crap out of the Ricochet anti-cheat dropping with this new Warzone, and everybody was stoked about it. I mean, that was one of the biggest marketing moves you could have done was throw an anti-cheat in Warzone because that's what everybody wants except those cheaters that are losers. God bless you guys. You may be good people in there that are cheating, maybe not. We won't get into that. That's another topic for another day. But one of the things they said is this is Ricochet anti-cheat, a new anti-cheat system arriving on day one of this Warzone's Pacific update later this year. That's what they told us. They had a whole trailer for it. They had a whole day, and we're not getting it. At least not the US. And for the people who are getting it, I think it's kind of ridiculous that they're gonna have an anti-cheat on their system, but there's still people that are gonna be playing the game that doesn't have to go through that kernel level anti-cheat, and so they won't, it's not gonna solve a problem. And the way I think about it is there's people who can't play this game and have fun because they're not good. And so, what are they going to do? Maybe they'll get through two games thinking to themselves that the anti cheat's coming. We won't need to use any cheats anymore. Let's just play the game. But guess what? You're not as good as you were with the cheats, so they're going to want to go back and get the cheats and come back and shred. That's how I feel. Um, but hopefully that's not the case, or hopefully it's like a 2 week to a 1 week thing before they do drop that anti cheat. I'd like more information on that because that's pretty important. Also, some big news with this Pacific Warzone update is that the stats will not reset. They're going to be the same as previous seasons, your whole Warzone career stats. I'm not sure if I really mind it. It's always good to restart your stats, but it is what it is. We could look at the weekly stats, and I'm sure there'll be some third-party applications that show us how good we're doing in this season of Vanguard and Pacific. So we'll be able to tell who's gotten better, what your real KD is, and stuff like. In my case, what my real KD is, because right now I'm sitting at about a 2.8 from all the previous war zones, and man, was life crazy during those times because I had janky internet at one point where I couldn't even play and I shouldn't have been playing. I switched to PC during Warzone, so making the switch over was different and stuff like that. So cheaters, right? But anywho, they won't be resetting. I'm fine with it. I'll be able to check my stats most likely for this season, so you guys should be fine. And if you want to reset your account, just make a new account if you don't have any purchases or anything of that such. Let's see here. Other than that, as far as tweets go, that's really it. But we can kind of get into this now. Everything you need to know about the new Call of Duty Pacific Vanguard Season 1. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm not going to read everything. First of all, because I'm not a good reader. And second of all, who wants to do that? You guys can go to callofduty.com and come read it, but we might go over a couple things that we will be getting and stuff like that. So here's the whole little layout of what they'll be dropping as far as Warzone, multiplayer. Ooh, some zombies going on there. And look at that. Look at that. Ricochet anti-cheat. Cross it out if you are in the US. I am pissed about it, but we won't talk about it. But I want to talk about it, but it's okay. It's okay, another day. I'll rage about it. After I run into a cheater in this game, then I will make a full video of me going on a rant about that. I'll go on one right now. I don't want to bore you guys to death. Especially if any of you are cheaters, you're going to hate me after I go on a rant. Let's see here. Vanguard owners drop in on December 8th. Play the new Pacific map, Caldera, a day early by owning Call of Duty Vanguard. Rebirth Island will remain live for this time for all other players. That's pretty boring. You've only played it for a year now, probably. Let's see here. This is probably everything I went over. This is going to be a battle pass, which I will actually be dropping a video of my first, probably not my first gameplay, but my first stream on Pacific, and I will go over the battle pass for you guys and the two weapons I'll be starting out with and stuff like that. And then, all that other good stuff that needs to be mentioned. Let's see here if there is anything that I want to read for you guys. Some cool pictures, I guess. Look at that cutie. And cutie with that gun. Boy. Boy. Alright. Come on, what are we doing here? What is this? Oh, look at this. We got a thing right here. Bundle overviews. Let's check that out. Okay. Some skins if you guys want some. I don't know. Those aren't really cool. I'd rather wait till mid-year when they drop all those fire reactive camos. I know this is so something exciting is MW3 Dome is going to be remade and dropped into Vanguard. Love that map. It'll bring back some memories on my Probably my best time getting into gaming was MW3. I'm sure some of you could relate. Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, this really isn't saying much. Yeah, last hours, that was cool. Is this? No, this is a couple of weeks old. If I'd wanted to read you guys something, it's something fresh and new. But whatever. Went over it. Anti-cheat. Total freaking crapped on by Activision as far as for everybody in the US at least. I know that. And we'll be dropping some gameplay, so stay tuned. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go suck one. I don't give a you know, I don't care. Um, and you guys have a good day. Hope to see you in the war zone. And I'll be dropping a video on what I'm using and what I'm smacking Pacific with. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's going to be a great year of Call of Duty. So hit that subscribe button as well so that way you don't miss out. And you guys have a great day. Peace.